Peter, tell me how preparations have gone this week. Obviously the draw against Preston North End at home was a slightly disappointing in a game that obviously Fulham fans and yourself would have hoped to have won, and a couple of injuries coming off the back of that. So what's this week been like?
No, this week's been good because obviously with a couple of boys that didn't take part in training early in the part of the week, so obviously that's disappointing because you like all the boys to be out as quickly as they possibly can be. We were pleased with the second half last week. There was a lot of good things in that period. The first half again we started slowly. You let Preston into a start and then losing a bad goal, it always puts you in the back foot, especially in a home match, and I thought we started far too slowly. But I think that's happened many occasions this season, and we've looked over that and spoke to the players about that, and they're very much aware of it. But they have to put it right when we go on the pitch, there's no doubt of that, and we've spoken about it, but they've watched it, they've watched more than last week's game on that, and they come to the agreement that they know that's correct, so I always think when you've got the players buying in and understanding what you're looking for, that makes a hell of a difference. So if you've not got the players buying in and you think something completely different, then you may have a problem. But we've been very pleased the way they've reacted this week. And the way they've went about their training in general. We've got guys, you say, who are injured, who want to come out to the training pitch, but we want them available for Saturday, so we've had to put them on the back burner and say, stay, have an extra day, because it's more important you're ready for the later in the week. And that's what they've done.
And who exactly are those guys? Obviously, Sakiri Matilla was injured just before kick-off, and so Scott Parker has to come in for his first start at Craven Cottage in 5 or 6 months. So it's a difficult situation to
Well, that's right. Well, it's
into.
Actually managing Scott this week, because we know his enthusiasm, he's determined to play and desperate to play because he's been out for that period of time. But we have to manage him closely because you say 5 months out with an ankle injury. Matilla's not trained. He's done a little bit this morning. Richard Stearman for the last couple of weeks has been struggling, obviously, so he managed to play match day. It was the first time, as I say, we've seen him last week. So, and we've got a few bumps and bruises that I'd rather keep to ourselves, for the opposition. So, but as I say, the keenness of the players to go on the pitch sometimes is to a fault. You could do an extra day, but the player wants to be out in the green grass because that's where you love being instead of being in a treatment room. So great credit to them for that. But we have to be careful, but hopefully we'll have most of them available. Maybe one or two are going to be really tight calls, but we'll give them as long as they possibly can because the squad isn't the biggest in the respect of that. And unfortunately, there's probably the injuries are in the same part of the field, and that's something we've got to be very conscious of in the respect of that.
And Forest coming off the back of a very good result against Reading, a home game, well-organised team, disciplined team. You understand exactly what you're going to get on Saturday afternoon.
Absolutely. And they've got a couple of great results. People are giving a little bit of criticism. I've seen them beating Derby, and I've seen them playing against Reading after going 1 down and winning the game, and played very well in the game. They're a talented group of players. I was at Forest for 3 or 4 weeks, and I know some of the players there anyway, and they're a talented bunch of boys, It's a fantastic club with great support. But we're going there, in the back off saying, well, come on, we've put on a half a performance, let's put a full performance together, and that's what we're looking from the players. And I know the players are determined to do that. So that's what we're looking for. We're really excited to go and, if you want to go and play in stadiums like the City Ground week in, week out, that's what you want to do if you're a top player. You want to play in the biggest arenas, and then hopefully we can push ourselves that way forward. They're going to be doing that in the Premiership. That's what players are all about. And to do that, you have to go and win at places like Nottingham Forest. That shows you're a good side, and that's what we're aiming to do come the weekend.
No permanent successor announced since Kit Simon's departure. Is that difficult for you, and how does that affect the players? Does it have any impact on them, not knowing who is necessarily going to be taking the next game in charge?
Well, I've not shown that, I must admit, because then we've asked them to do, whether it be on the training ground or whatever, off the pitch. They've done it with due diligence, and I've been very pleased with them that way. Obviously, they're always going to they see the speculation like everyone else, and they're not blind to that, and everybody else outside will be asking them who's the manager, who's going to be the manager. For me, it's completely different because I know my role. My role is to turn up every day and take the team and prepare them for the next match, as long as the new manager's not here yet. So it's very easy for me, and that's what I do. As soon as the final whistle went against Preston, all of a sudden I was thinking of Nottingham Forest. Maybe the new manager been in, doesn't matter, because I still need to be prepared right for him to take over the team. So it's no problem for me whatsoever. I've got good people around about me with Steve Wigley and Alan Kirbishley, and I've got the backroom staff for the fitness boys. So they've all been a fantastic help, in making sure the boys are looked after, both on the pitch, off the pitch, and around about the training facility, and make sure who's available to be selected for the matches. So no problems for me. And as I say, the diligence of the players and their work on the training pitch has been excellent. I can't fault that. Their diligence and wanting to get on the pitch has been fantastic. So they're in the right place. As I say, players are one of these guys that turn up. They know they've turned up as professional footballers. They know they have a job to do. Who's in charge? They don't bother in the respect of that. They've just got to know they've got to win. If a new manager comes in, they'll be trying their best for him. If I'm here, they'll try their best for us. I'll not be down through lack of effort, that's for sure. and we've just got to guide them on the right road, and hopefully we can start picking up the victories.
And the message is clear that getting the right person for the job and the right man to come in for the long term of the future of the club is the most important thing, and that's the message from Mike and the chairman, and I know that you're in contact with them all the time talking about that.
That's a constant, there's absolutely no doubt of that. And if you ask the supporters, deep down, that's what they want. That's what they want. We all want it yesterday. Everybody's like that. That's in life in general. We all want everything to happen yesterday. What we have got to do is make sure the chairman and Mike, they go out there, they're looking at everybody, speaking to their candidates, and I'm sure when the right man drops, that's what they will do. They will know they'll get the right feel, they'll get the right vibe for him, and when that man happens, they will do it. And if it's not right, they won't do it. I know they're not going to be rushing their respect just to make an appointment to appease everyone, because I think that's the right thing to do. Me personally also, and at this moment in time, I'm in charge of taking the team, which is absolutely no problem whatsoever. And if that buys them a little bit of time, and hopefully we can get a couple of results, as I say, to make sure, a couple of victories, to make sure that we're in the best position we possibly can. So when a new man comes in, they can just kick on and take us back, as we said many times, back to the promised land, and that's to get back to the Premiership.
And we wish you luck on Saturday.
Thank you very much.